Hi, okay, so I'm back with Pisces rising. And then I'm done with all the rising signs. Wow. Um, Pisces rising. Pisces rising is sort of like an enigma. You know, it's you could literally be, people could see you. They can look at you. They could not know what is going on with you. And there could be lots of, like, you could be very secretive or like seeming mysterious, like. And even I think that there's something about y'all to where people could try to take advantage of you because they feel like you come off as naive or something. But boy, do you be making major moves. Like, you be making major moves and on things that you're building, things that you're working at, like having these different experiences, and people are seeing you do this too. But their whole thing is matching that up. Like, how is Pisces rising doing this? Like, but I want to go back to the experiences because you can have a lot of different experiences that you go through in life as a Pisces rising, that maybe sometimes you need like counseling to work through, or like, because counseling, like having somebody like a mediator or a counselor, it doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It could just be to where not really knowing why you went through certain situations or why those situations hold you back, and then someone else can talk you through it or point these things out for you, like, okay, well, this is why, as they hear about your experiences. But you could have, Pisces rising individuals could have went through like hard experiences in life, but once you make it out of those experiences, you are able to help lots of other people. Like, you could become like a leader, their spiritual advisor, like a guru, a philosopher, someone, a counselor even, a therapist, an instructor, like, I mean, at the highest level. And but you do see a lot of Pisces risings too, that even if they have, like, if they go into these professions, there's like a spiritual twist to it. And Pisces risings make it to being very wise. Like people with, it's like Pisces on their ascendant, even let's say like there's a certain planet, like even with Neptune, I would say, on their ascendant in some type of way, there is this thing, this otherworldly feel to these people. Like, you literally have your foot in the spiritual realm and here at the same time. Now, because of this, and sometimes you just really don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really care to be a part of the world. Like, sometimes you'll see Pisces rising with, fancy cars. They got the house, they got the career and everything, but they are not really attached to it. They're just like, man, like, yeah, I earned it. That's great and everything, but there's gotta be more. It's like Pisces risings always know it's more. But you struggle with that at a younger age. You struggle with feeling, sometimes being unseen, unheard, even fitting in. And depending on like the sun sign and everything, like sometimes Pisces rising, that Pisces energy can just like give, get taken advantage of, sometimes get manipulated. So you got to be mindful. And really, believe it or not, sometimes people can be like, okay, yeah, you're being naive, but it's really your association with a lot of the material world that makes you give up things. Like makes you be like, okay, well fine, you know, you can have this money, or, you know, I'll give you this, or you can have that, you know, to other people, because you're just like, there's some sort of disassociation with you in the physical world. But you can really come off as being a little bit like disillusioned by people. But I think that really deep down inside, you know what people really are and how they really are. But at the same time, it's, you know, it's just like I said, like a lot of this stuff, it means nothing to you. You rather have like or since you know of the other realms, especially like certain ones in particular, you can even say, if you don't want to say realms and stuff, you could say like on a psychological level. On a psychological level, it's like you can be aware of so many things. Some of y'all can hear stuff too, and it can scare you. But you have to, as you get older, as you face these psychological hangups, or because some of you guys can feel imprisoned though. You can feel imprisoned by this material world. And you have to learn to look at it as just the experience that it is. Because you could just easily be like, well, what do I need all these pointless experiences for? For what? Had them one, had them all. But no, as you work through certain experiences in life and what they bring you and what they show you, you know, you use this as a way to relate to others, to help heal others. Because you, through healing yourself, there's a lot to do with past life stuff too for a lot of you guys. I don't always go there, but I want to, because I know that a lot of times people look for stuff like right now in the life that they're in. You know. But you always know, you're like, how do Pisces risings always know that there's more? Like what you call that more outside of ourselves, outside of this, like in this universe, outside this universe, whatever you call that more, I don't know. That it depends on you, but there's always more. Emotionally, your job is to work through these emotions, these psychological hangups, these experiences, and like I said before, you're going to, the same people are still going to come to you, and they're still going to need your help, but you're going to know how to set the proper boundaries though. To be like, you know, no, I know what they really need. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't for me to give them anything that they think materially every single time. It's like as you go through experiences and you start to heal certain emotional aspects, or just like, because your goal or your job is to experience things on a spiritual level. It really is. But at the same time, or understand things from a spiritual point of view and know those things, but at the same time experience things in life and assist others, really. But it could be in different type of ways. It's not just in one way. Like you could just make posts that about certain experiences that you had and how you went through it, or you know, put something out there that's motivational. It might be to one or two people, but it's what those people needed to hear. Like it might be within your family structure, and you are to guard yourself, or you know, create these boundaries with people that try to impose on like use you or, you know, take advantage of you. But it's so crazy because it's just like, it's always something more to you. Like, you're very deep. And there's like things that you hear that other people don't know that you picked up on. They don't know that you even heard. But Pisces energy does that. You could seem very aloof, like you're not paying attention, but you could be very sophisticated. Like, you could know a lot. Like, you can study things, look into things, read about things. But it's mostly what gets you to this higher aspect, to being able to adapt to this physical world in a way that you need to, is embracing your higher self, like embracing the knowingness, facing that. But at the same time, developing an identity. Like, I know a lot of Pisces risings don't know what their identity is. But developing an identity. How do you develop an identity? What do you want to... You can... Pisces rising, out of every other rising sign, has the ability to project what they want to project it to the world. Let it mean something. Let it mean something to you. Incorporate the higher aspects. Incorporate that spiritual world. Incorporate your religion. Incorporate, but don't be just that. Don't be just those things. Because Pisces rising could just give their identity away to just all and just the being. But that also takes you away from here. So understanding your purpose and understanding that the divine made you uniquely yourself to then come and wrap the whole back up. I know this sounds weird, but I'm just saying, to wrap the collective back up and to have us all understand, like, we are one. But how does that look? What do you do? What do you become to show that to people? Because that's what you're here to do. And some Pisces risings has the ability to be extremely successful. It's like, that. It's like you lived multiple lives, other lives, having some sort of wealth at one point in time. And it's like you knew, okay, this is what I had, but it didn't really bring me joy. I wasn't always happy with these things. So, sometimes being minimalist can assist with stabilizing you in life. Instead of having to try to, this escape, because sometimes escapism takes us into like alcohol abuse, drug abuse, not understanding that you can already experience the unknown because you just have that connection. I know there's certain things that you don't want to see, you don't want to know, but it's better if you just embrace it and work through it and face your fears. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. This has been Pisces rising. I'm butterfly to light, and I will return. Peace. Child, I gotta